Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is...
Cayt and Cody talk time.
Yeah, we don't have a title for this yet. But it will be unscripted, unedited, just us kind of hanging out on a Saturday morning with a coffee. Mm-hmm. Coffee and a convo.
Yep.
We like to talk a lot, and longer form is probably better for our personalities.
Yep.
We're not good at being short and concise, and that's a skill to work on, but also we kind of just want to gab. And this is something we do throughout the week. Every night we'll go for a walk, and we just chit-chat, and we talk about all different types of things, but we love to just go on kind of tangents. And the other day we thought, why don't we film this once a week? So right now will probably be the time that we're like, what are we talking about? Mm-hmm. But we're going to have fun. We can start with... He's hiding my cute glass.
Might have been in front of your face, I feel like. Maybe not, but...
It's so cute.
Yeah. We're going to keep it to 20 minutes so that we're not rambling
Yeah, we'll start
on.
there, and maybe, we'll see where this goes. But
Yeah.
we'll start with kind of a timed chat. Code finished up Project Heracles last week. So this week, if you want to start with a little update of what you're doing.
Yeah. So I just did the 605 deadlift and then 201.55, just shy of 2 hours and 2 minutes ruck, 12-mile ruck. And so this week has been mostly low impact. I did run once. Just a 5-mile run. It was terrible, so I should have just stayed on the cardio equipment, but it was mostly just easy zone 1-2 heart rate sort of efforts on the elliptical, Stairmaster, stuff like that. So that was mostly this week, and then getting into new lifts at the end of the project. Was doing kind of the minimal amount of lifts I needed to see progress, and so I'm incorporating more lifting now in terms of at least the amount of exercises I'm doing, and so a little sore today, just going through a walkthrough last week of some of the lifts, so probably some lifting in my future. Not sure what endurance event I'm doing now, but I'll think of something.
He'll find something.
Yeah, for right now I'm just kind of chilling.
Yeah, we went on a date last night. That was fun. We don't go on many formal, planned dates. We just kind of hang out all the time, and those they're called dates.
We barely planned the one last night.
Yeah, we went downtown to walk with the dogs, and while we were down there, we just started talking about trying to enjoy the moment and be where our feet are, be present. We're always thinking of what's next, what's to come, and we get excited about that. But I am not very good at just what's here right now. What can we enjoy, and what are we maybe in a few years going to miss and wish we had done more of? Mm-hmm. So
because we did that with North Carolina too. So
yeah,
we wished we had gone to the
beach more.
The beach more because it was an hour. And 15 minutes away. It was even closer.
Yeah. Right now we're about 3 to 4 hours from the beach, so we go all of the time and have determined we're beach people, 100%. But when we were in North Carolina, we were an hour and a half to the beach.
We didn't
go. And we
go.
went, I think, 2 or 3 times and didn't enjoy it.
We didn't go.
We did not make a fun time of it. Mm-mm. So we're always thinking ahead, always thinking of what's next, and we're always trying to plan and get excited for that and live in the future. So we were like, let's go to dinner tonight. Let's go out. And we go out we were doing the math as we were driving there, probably 4 times a year of going out to dinner.
Yeah.
If we're traveling home, we might grab Chipotle.
3 to 4 times of 3 to 4 dinners or something like that, eating out to sit down at a dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Per year-ish. Mm-hmm. Especially if we aren't on vacation.
Yeah.
But even when we're on vacation, we may not do it.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about driving there too. We thought, even when we go on a vacation, like when we go to the beach, we'll bring a cooler full of food. We'll prep chicken and bring a whole thing of chicken. We'll bring fruits, vegetables, anything we have in the fridge made, we'll bring, and then we'll batch a ton of protein. And we'll get a coffee in the morning when we're down there. We'll also buy the big iced coffees, though,
Yeah,
and
stock.
have them in the hotel fridge.
Yeah.
We don't go out to eat. So it's just something we don't do. But we went out. We went to Mexican. We've been there once before since we've lived here. Probably our favorite in the area. Chips. We got 2 bowls with the pico.
Yeah. I ate most of it.
Yeah. And they're so fast. We were on the first thing of chips.
It's like 10 minutes.
And Cody was like, can we have another basket of chips? And she brought them out and then brought the food.
Yeah.
Like at the same time.
It's like 10 minutes.
Within, about 10 minutes. But I got a huge plate of chicken fajitas. So good. Chicken, a ton of chicken, a ton of onions and peppers, and then tortillas, which they're amazing. Beans, rice, cheese, lettuce. It was so good, and I brought a whole thing home for today.
Got a burrito. Yep. It was good. Good date.
It was. And then we went downtown a little bit shopping.
Some of the boutiques.
That we just don't, we always walk by. We'll go down to walk pretty often, but we'll walk right by and think, that looks nice, that looks cute. So last night was the night that we, just kind of had a good time. So that was fun. We'll maybe try to do that about once a month. Maybe not always going out to eat, but just
a date or
going
something.
to do something in the area, trying to get because we're about 40 minutes to Auburn too, about 40 minutes to some cooler towns in Georgia. So
yeah.
We don't know how long we're here, but we just need to be present.
Live in the moment.
Yeah. So wherever you are, the grass may seem greener, but there's always some good, and I preach that all the time, that there's beauty in front of you, and notice it and be, present and slow down to see it. But I'm not good at it. So when I'm saying that, I'm mostly saying it to myself. And I want to try to be better about that.
I think most of the things that we say, it seems like we're saying it to other people, but we're really saying it to ourselves.
Yeah. It's what we feel like the script needs to be said to us.
It's our own internal conversations that we just say to everybody else. Everything that you say, I think, if you're being authentic and not just parroting what other people say, that I think if you really get in touch with your principles and your values, I know you've done a lot on that lately, but you get in touch with that, and then everything you say from there is just whatever you're saying to yourself most of the time.
Yeah, the values have been huge, and I have been really kind of hammering that on social a good bit recently, and it's because that has really been a pivotal part of my journey, I guess, with health, but with everything in life. Once I became clear on my values, really and truly everything becomes so clear and simplified. You might see the cliches, and I would read about them. You'll have boundaries, and it'll be easier to say yes and no, and it really is so true, and it will make everything make sense. So a lot of that has been, I've recently walked through it, and now it's what I'm so excited to talk about, because I know that it can be so transformative. But being present is what I'm currently working on, and have always. It's funny too how when you think through these, a lot of them are sometimes trends throughout your whole life that you've kind of noticed yourself, and now it's at the point where you're so aware of it that you can take action on it. But it's only when you're able to look back and realize, I've always kind of felt like that, but I didn't recognize it then, or I wasn't able to, I didn't have people in my life acknowledging it and encouraging me to live differently.
It's really difficult to find out what you actually believe and then figure out what you think you believe, but what really people have like imprinted onto you, and you've just internalized what other people may think is important, or what other people think you should do.
Yeah.
So figuring out exactly how you tick and what you want and what you think is important is going to be I think huge for just living authentically, because until you figure out, that it's just not going to work. I'll tell you one story, and that was, it's a little bit, it's adjacent, but at one point I thought that I wanted to learn guitar, and I was like, oh yeah, I love guitar. I love everything about it. I want to learn how to do it. And I got a guitar. I got one person to kind of teach me how to do it, or some basic stuff, and I did it. And then I was like, man, I don't really like this. And I was like, why do I want to do this so bad? And it turns out I just thought that girls would think it was cool. So
and then you
I
weren't
didn't
getting any girls because of it.
No, and then it didn't. The having the guitar, and then it didn't quite get the girls. So I was like, well, I don't actually like this, And
Yeah.
when I think about it, it's probably not going to get me any girls. So yeah, so I stopped.
Not anymore.
Do you see me with a guitar?
It didn't work for me.
It didn't work.
I wouldn't have done it.
I'm not going back to the well twice. Didn't
I'd
work.
be like, a guitar?
It didn't work the first time.
I don't care.
Yeah. No, I think my guitar days are over.
Yeah, it is funny how you pick up hobbies thinking that you'll like it, but it's maybe just what you're seeing the most. Trends, of course, are all constant now with social media. But I was thinking about it the other day, too, with just emotional reactions and the way you respond to things. And that's something I've been thinking on the past year, primarily. I've thought about it before, but in the last year I've been really trying to be aware of it so that I can respond in the way I want. But I think a lot of times, the people you're around, maybe your upbringing, the things you take in, you just start to feel like that's a normal reaction, or that's a normal way to handle a situation. And whether that be, so you see someone get stressed and they get angry, or you see someone get stressed and they get sad and they emotionally eat, and you just start to feel like it's normal, it's okay, because everyone's doing it, and that's how you should respond to these things.
Mm-hmm.
But once you start to become aware of that and realize that doesn't have to be your response. We're not in control of a lot, but that is something that, your response, your reaction, that is totally in your control. Mm-hmm. But it does take relearning, changing that narrative, slowing down in the moment to recognize what you're feeling and what, think back to what is triggering it, and then is your response about to be something that has been ingrained in you and you just feel like it's normal, or is it actually how you want to be responding? Mm-hmm. And then slowly, it's going to be a process, but it's empowering too when you realize that you start changing the way you act because you decided you wanted to. And sometimes that is changing your environment. I don't think it's as far as getting people out of your life to a degree. Some people, mm-hmm. But sometimes, God has people in our life for a reason, and we're not supposed to just cut them off. Yeah. But we can still decide that we want to live differently.
Yeah. There probably is a time that you have to get people out of your life.
Yeah.
And Jesus even said, he sent the disciples out. He said, if a city rejects you, mm-hmm. and shake your sandals, get the sand off of the, every particle of that place off yourself, and then move on.
Yeah.
So, but that takes, wisdom and discernment.
Yeah, I think discernment in that of who is worth doing that, and who is in your life for a reason. Yeah. And I think specifically,
basically you do your due diligence and do everything that you can, and then if it's still not working out, then you gotta cut ties. Yeah. Which is not an extreme thing to say.
Yeah. But that's been a fun process to work on the last year.
I think when you're saying I think one important exercise just in general for everyone to do, I think that most people don't do this, is just to, some people journal, I think is a powerful thing. I don't journal at all. I've never liked the idea. But what I do think is important is just reflection.
Mm-hmm. However that looks for you.
Yeah, and just really thinking, because sometimes there would be times where, I think when I was younger, maybe times I was upset or angry or frustrated or whatever, and I like had no idea why. You really have to sit down and think about why it is. What was the root cause of it? Because we're moving at such a fast pace that we like see something or something happens and we're angry, but then we're just right on to the next thing and we're like, what even made me upset?
We don't take the time to think through that and then actually handle that small thing that was maybe traffic, but you just move on to the next, and then it's
lingering,
and then it's all these little things and it boils over.
Yeah. But reflecting and thinking on it, it actually gets you to be able to resolve it too.
Yeah.
So that you can move on. But
yeah, that's a really valid point though. Sometimes you feel the emotion, you feel the anger or the sadness, and often we don't want to deal with it too. That's a part of the process too, I think. But the quicker you decide you are going to sit with that, and whether it's journaling or I like to just brain dump when I talk about journaling for the most part. It's not like this neat and tidy letter to myself, but it's just getting things out of my head. And a lot of times too, that brain dump is when we go for walks and we're just talking, and it's not in a let me brain dump on you way, but having somebody that you can both go over ideas and go over things and learn about yourself and learn about each other.
Yeah.
That is really helpful. But yeah, if you don't know why you're feeling that way, you can't resolve it.
Yeah. We've got 4 minutes. How should we wrap this up?
Well,
exercise? Something to do with an exercise?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Talk about exercise.
It's funny how I was thinking about this.
I want to talk about exercise.
With our training, I feel like it's so mental, and then the training is in it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
what's your favorite exercise?
I think still split squats. They've been my favorite for, I think, going on 2 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I love them.
Ever since you first discovered them and your glutes got sore.
Yeah.
You've just followed that signal.
I used to really struggle with feeling my glutes. Anything I would do lower body, it would just hammer my quads, my hamstrings, glutes. Everyone would be like, oh, my glutes are so sore. I'm like, how? I don't feel this in my glutes at all. And it's honestly been about 2 to 3 years.
Consistent, yeah.
I was, doing the movements and starting to make that progress in about maybe 5 or 6 years ago now. But still, they just weren't feeling it. And
I think
finally
even 3 years ago is when you really started to see something.
So now that I feel it,
yeah,
I feel it the most with those, and I love them.
Yeah.
What's yours?
What's my favorite exercise? Probably deadlift. So.
I was going to say we should have guessed for each other, and that's what I would have guessed.
Yeah. I mean, you like what you're good at. And right now that's like, I won't say it's the only thing I have going for me, but it's one of the only things I have going for me in terms of, being good at something.
Yeah.
But you like what you're good at.
Everything.
No, that's not true.
You wow me.
That's not true.
We're doing some cardio today.
I might need to get upper body.
Bike.
I need to get upper body. Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Today on the agenda.
Calls, messages.
Work.
Yeah.
Work. Go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
We like to get our groceries on Saturday and then meal prep Sundays.
Busy.
And any other errands we think of. Walk the doggies.
Got to walk the dogs right now.
And some type of cardio.
We really don't chill, ever, actually. If you want to know one thing about us, it's that we have like maybe 2 hours at night that we'll like not do anything. But besides
even then we're doing something.
Yeah. Always moving. Like a body of water. Stay still, it gets stagnant.
Yeah, we don't like to sit much.
No.
And it's funny, we'll say, like, oh, we have nothing to do today, which that's never really the case. But we'll say, we have nothing to do, let's sit all day. We would probably make it like an hour of consecutive sitting, and then we have to get up and do something. Yeah. And then, maybe be like, let's watch another episode.
Rolling stone gathers no moss.
Tonight we're watching, this is not going to be, this will have already happened.
Yeah.
But
Alex Honnold's
live climb on Netflix.
Yeah.
We
Free
made
solo.
it home last night by 8 because it was going to be last night live on Netflix, and then there was weather, and so it's moved to tonight at 8. So hopefully you watched it.
Yeah.
You won't know this in advance,
Yeah.
but
Yep. Free solo guy.
that's our chill time tonight at 8.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
About 20 minutes.
Well, it was a fun first
Yeah.
talk. Like I said, we'll film Saturdays, get it up, unscripted, just to kind of hang out. It's a way for us to just talk on Saturday morning slowly.
No
but
cuts.
We'll film it, so.
No edits.
Yeah.
No cuts. One shot.
Yeah.
One take.
All right.
All right.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, did you know?
How did you know we were done?
How did you know we were done?
How did you know we were done, honey? That's a good boy. You were so good during the filming. And now you know we're done. Do you know that we're going for a walk?
A walk?
Are we going to go for a walk? Yeah, let's get sissy.
Okay.